Alright guys, very quick video today. I just want to address something that I saw in a video here on YouTube that I was watching just yesterday. And I'm not going to say what channel it was because I'm actually a really big fan of this channel. I watch all their stuff and I don't want it to come off as though I'm complaining about them, because even what I saw in this video, the video itself was great. It was just one little teeny tiny thing that I feel needs to be addressed specifically for newer gun owners so they understand what their expectations should be for certain firearms. Now, during the course of watching this video, the person in the video got upset because the gun that they were doing a review on, the handgun, well, they didn't feel that the slide release was working as it was supposed to work, right? It didn't want to release the slide all the time. Now, everybody needs to have their own expectations for their firearms, and you need to seek out firearms that live up to those expectations, absolutely, hands down. But here's the thing. We have to be at least a little bit realistic when it comes to parts on these guns, as far as what the manufacturers have designed those parts to do, whether it be for the purposes of functionality or liability or whatever. And I would challenge you to go check out your M&P manual, your Glock manual, your SIG manual, and in all of those manuals, okay, this part right here is either going to be called a slide lock, slide catch, or a slide stop. It will almost never, and there may be a couple exceptions out there, I'm not sure, but it will almost never be referred to as a slide release. And the reason is because it's not designed to be a slide release. Yes, most guns out there on the market, it will function as a way to release the slide and get the gun back into battery, back into action. All of these guns on the table will do it. I can do it with any one of them. In fact, I think I can do them with every single handgun that I own that has a slide lock on it. But you have to keep in mind, that's not what it was designed to do. This slide lock here was designed to be an internal part that when the magazine ran dry, it locked the slide back. Or it also serves to allow you an easy access to that internal part if, for maintenance purposes or disassembly purposes or whatever, you need to manually lock the slide back yourself without it doing it, you know, throughout firing and then running a magazine dry. That's what this was designed to do. It was not meant to do that. Yes, we use it that way because it does work that way, and it'll work that way on most guns. But we have to understand and have proper expectations. If you run across a gun that's a little harder to do that on, I know most 1911s I've ever owned have been just a pain in the ass to release the slide with just your thumb using the quote-unquote slide release. Some guns are just like that, and that's, again, because that is not what the part was designed to do. So keep that in mind. I mean, like I said, this is geared towards newer gun owners. Understand that you shouldn't let that be the basis or determination of whether or not a gun is good or bad. Maybe you don't want to buy that gun because you want a gun like this one or this one or this one that will be able to function in a way that you can use it as a slide release, but that shouldn't make your decision on whether or not a gun is or isn't broken or a piece of crap or malfunctioning or anything like that, because it's not what this was originally designed to do. I mean, there's a reason why when you have a problem, they don't say tap, slap, bang. They say tap, rack, bang, because that's the proper way to cycle your action, to release your action. Again, this was not designed to do that. It just merely, in many cases, functions that way. But that's the idea. I mean, even if your gun is like this, you put a new magazine in, the proper way, the way you should train to get your gun back into action is to do that, because that's how the gun was designed. So anyway, I know I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent there, but I just wanted to throw that out there again towards newer gun owners who might just assume that every gun is supposed to function exactly the same, and this piece on every gun should function as a slide release. That is not always the case, and that doesn't mean there's something wrong with the gun. It just means that's not what that piece was designed to do.